Alright, section 8.3, we're going to be going over functions. Problem number 1, we have A, B, and C part, and we want to use the following ordered pairs and give a rule that could describe each function. So what you need to know is these are ordered pairs. The first coordinate is x, the second is y. Okay, so I'm going to make a table of values. And so the first ordered pair, we have -1, and then 7, we have 0, 0, and then I'm trying to do the first 3. We have 1 and -7. Okay, so we want to look at those answer choices. Now there's one more, but I think we can do it just from the 3. It says A, add 6 to the input. So if we took 1, we added 6, that would give us 5. That does not match. B says we're going to multiply the input, which is the x, it's called the input, by -7. So -1 times -7 will give us 7. 0 times anything is going to give us 0. So -7 times 0 will give you 0. And 1 times -7 will give you -7. So that looks good. Even the last one would match. The 7 to the 1/2 power. Okay, if we multiplied by a -7, so this is what that would look like. We'd have a -7, and we'll call this 2 to the 2. I'm doing that so we can have the same exponent. So we have 1/2. Alright, so 2 over 2 is the same thing as 1. Multiplying by -7. I'm going to look at this as -1 times -7, because that's the same thing. That will allow me to add the 2 exponents, and that will give us a 7 to the 3/2, and then that -1 would just multiply by that. So you get -7 to the 3/2. So B is going to be the one that matches the rule for this function. Option number 2, or B, give the rule. So we have -2, 0, 0, 2, 2, 4, and then we have square root of 2, and then square root of 2 plus 2. So it says multiply by 2. So if we do -2 times 2, that would give us -4. That doesn't work. Multiply by -2. Same thing, -2 times -2 would give us 4, so the first one doesn't work. C says add 2, so I have -2 plus 2 gives us 0. 0 plus 2 will give us 2, so that looks good. And the third says to square, and squaring it will not work. So we're going to add 2, that will be the rule. And then C, we have -1, 1, 1, 1, 4, 16, square root of 5, 5. Square the input. So if I did -1 squared, what we're doing here is we're squaring it, multiplying it times itself, we would get 1, and that matches. If we did 1 squared, okay, we would get 1. If we did 4 squared, we would get 16, so that looks really good to match. And the other ones will not add. 4 raised to the -1 power, multiplied by 5. Squaring it is going to be the rule for part C.